Hey guys, it's me Irene and I'm back with today's video. Jen is gonna come right now in a little bit, but first I wanted to start off with our TikTok. It's called the Flower Boss with a capital T. Our Instagram is the Flower Boss with an underscore. I will be linking them down below. If you guys want to go follow us. And also today's video is about the do's and don'ts in a flower shop. And we'll be starting that right now. Alright, this video is do's and don'ts, but we're also going to add the interview part of becoming if you want to become a florist in a flower shop. When you go into an interview, you always want to be prepared, with your resume, and also when you go in, you have to be prepared to make flowers on the spot. And then you never want to lie on your interviews, such as years experience, your skills, places you've worked.
Because I promise you, when you go into a flower shop, nobody cares about your resume. Nobody cares about any of your stuff. A flower owner or supervisor, they're going to want to see what you can do. So if you lie on that resume at a flower shop, honey, the minute you go to that table, we're going to know. We are going to know, because you're going to get hired based on what you can make, which is the main thing we're looking at. So if you just can't lie, because we can tell. We can tell if you've been a florist, or you may make great crafts at home, but that doesn't mean you're a florist. And we have a lot of people come say, I can make this or that. No. So, yeah, don't lie. Just be honest. And about your skills, what you can and you don't know how to do, and the places you've worked. It'll go so much farther, because we'll be able to tell right up. We can tell within 30 seconds of you making an arrangement. So, yeah, just don't do that.
Yeah, and then also with silk flowers, there's a lot of people that make arrangements with silk flowers, and making stuff with fresh flowers is always different. It's like a whole different process.
It's like working a Hobby Lobby, basically, compared to a flower shop. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And also, you don't want to wait until they ask you to make something. You always want to offer and try to show off your skills, instead of them telling you go make this. You always want to offer and be polite as well while you're doing your interview.
It totally looks like I'm playing with your butt in this video. I swear to God, I'm not. It's the dog.
It's the dog.
He came with us. I just noticed that in the video, because I'm all over here all digging. Yeah, no, he came into our video and he won't leave us alone at this point. So he's here with us.
Yep.
Anyway, go ahead, Boo. So what was next?
Well, you also don't want to be afraid of telling them I can't make this. Just tell them, and maybe they'll hire you, and then they'll be able to show you how to do that. You always want to learn off of other florists.
And some people like that. Some people like fresh meat. I'm not. Irene came in a program for us, and I liked it because she didn't bring bad habits with her. She didn't have the experience of being with somebody else, so we were able to teach her how we wanted her to learn. So don't be afraid to say you don't know how to do something. Some people like that, and some people don't. So for us, it wasn't a problem. We'd rather have you learn our way. But she already knew. We had taught her in high school, right?
Yeah.
Is when you learn how to make flowers. Yeah. But when we hired her, she didn't know how to do a lot of stuff still. Mm-hmm. We taught her, so don't be afraid to say you don't know how to do something. It's actually more beneficial to you if you don't lie. It'll make you look better, and you'll learn. People will teach you. There's very few people who know how to make flowers these days, so.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you could always learn off of everyone.
Yeah, because it is good to learn from more than just one designer. You want to learn stuff from all kinds of people. Some people make stuff better in this area than in that area. So you kind of want to watch everybody and learn from everybody. So always make friends with people. Learn from different designers. It's good for you.
Yeah. And you always want to use like a knife or clippers to make your flowers. Do you? I don't know that, but
At an interview, you should use both.
Oh, you should
because you want to
both.
show them that you know how to use all of that stuff.
You should use both.
You should, because very few people know how to use a floral knife, so you want to use both to show, like, yeah, I know how to use all these tools. Because remember when people would come in and ask for a knife, we'd be like, oh, they know what they're doing. They asked us for a knife because most people will ask for clippers. So yeah.
I need to work on my knife skills.
He's all a great florist, but I suck at using a knife.
I do.
Yeah, but you know how to use it if you had to.
Yeah. It'll take me longer than if I use clippers. And then always, like, when you go in the interview, you always want to clean up after yourselves. You don't want to leave a mess on the table and have them clean it up after your interview. You don't want to make that a bad habit. And then you also want to, like, reprocess your flowers before you leave the interviews. Like, put them in clean water, put them back in a bucket, or even try to put them back where you got them from.
Yeah, fresh cut, all that.
Yeah, you want a fresh cut. And then when you...
Because it just shows you know what you're doing. Like, okay, if they work with me, when they're done making an arrangement, they're going to take care of these flowers and put them back. So it's good you do that at an interview.
Yeah. And then when you're at an interview, you always want to show you want to show your skills, but you want to start off like with doing roses, like show them how to do like a dozen roses, or even like a mixed bouquet, or like something arranged, like, or in a basket or in a vases, just so they could see, like, oh yeah, she can make like vase arrangements and other ones like in a basket. And then
you know what we didn't write on that list too?
Yeah.
When people would come in to interview, we would judge them on time too.
Oh yeah.
You want to be quick at making it. You want to be fast, but you want to make it nice, because people are going to judge you on your time. Because in the back of our mind, we're thinking, how many arrangements can this person bust out on Mother's Day or Valentine's Day? So time is a big thing. Like, remember that when you're making an arrangement for an interview.
Yeah, when I was learning, Jen would time me on how to make a dozen of roses every time I would make one. Like, she would just time me in.
Yep.
And I would have to try to go as fast as I can.
Such a mean teacher. Huh? I'd be all with my stopwatch. Go.
Go.
What else is on there?
That's it for the interview section. Unless you want to add something.
Yeah, and at your interview, keep it to flowers. Don't be going on about other. If they ask you where you've worked before, go ahead and say. Don't go into any drama, because all shops got drama, girl. Believe we know, guys, girls, whatever. We already know. So just don't go into all that. Just keep a happy smile on your face. Make them something beautiful, something nice. Make them want to hire you, and that. If you go in there like that and you know what you're doing, you're going to get a job. But because there's very few people who know anymore how to design. So it's kind of like a lost art. It's beginning to be. But, all the drama, don't go in there with any of that. Because we already know. We know. Trust. We know about all the shops, all the everything, because people in the flower world talk about everything. We know everybody's business already. There ain't nothing you're going to tell us. And actually, when you come in and you do that, kind of just makes you look like a gossip. Like, really, what are we getting into, So just hold it back with all that.
Yep.
And then what's next? You want to do do's or don'ts?
Do's. We're going to start off with the do's.
Come on, dog. My dog's name is Dog. Real original, right? Dog, come on. Come on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the same dog. Come on.
I didn't know that.
Well, we call him Doog.
Oh, dude.
To make it sound a little more, you know.
Dude.
So the dog is Doog. Come on.
Getting it.
Yeah, he don't care. He's like, I'm not leaving. Just get over it. Why are you in our business? Hey. Why are you in our Why are you bothering us? Who do you think you are? You aren't an employee. You don't care. You don't even care about us. You think you run the show. You don't, pal. You don't. Tell me why with my new teeth it makes me sound like Lispy Lisa. I haven't learned to talk with my new outfit yet. So sorry.